दोस्तों स्वागत है आपका कोनेक्सियो कॉर्पोरेट एक्सप्लोरर में। हम इस प्रोग्राम के माध्यम से आपको नई कंपनीज, इमर्जिंग कंपनीज के बारे में बताते हैं और उनकी मैनेजमेंट टीम के साथ 1:1 में हम बातचीत करते हैं। आज मैं बातचीत कर रहा हूं एबीएस मरीन सर्विसेज लिमिटेड कंपनी के बारे में और मैं यहां खड़ा हूं काकीनाडा डीप सी पोर्ट में और ये उनकी शिप है एरीन। तो दोस्तों आज हम बात कर रहे हैं एबीएस मरीन सर्विसेज लिमिटेड के होल टाइम डायरेक्टर कैप्टन जीवन के साथ और डायरेक्टर जो लीगल उनका एस्पेक्ट देखती है मिस आरती के साथ। तो हमारे प्रोग्राम के साथ बने रहिए। चलिए दोस्तों सवाल जवाब का सिलसिला शुरू करते हैं। आज हमारे साथ है कैप्टन जीवन और आरती जी। तो मेरा सबसे पहला सवाल आरती जी से कि आरती जी, हाउ डू यू डिस्क्राइब योर कंपनी?
Thank you so much. ABS Marine Services started in 1992 by our founder, Captain Jeevan Krishnan Sanjeevan. And we started as a ship management company then, and then slowly moved into shipowning. We have other verticals like marine services and port services as well.
यहाँ पे कैप्टन जीवन, मेरा दूसरा सवाल आपसे कि मतलब who are the main promoters and could you tell us about their credentials?
Yes. So the company is promoted by Captain Jeevan Narayanan. He himself is a sailor who was sailing as a cadet to master in Great Eastern Shipping. After hanging up his sailing boots, he came ashore and started ABS Marine Services in 1992. And he is the main promoter of the company, and since then he has been instrumental in bringing up the company from a small ship management company doing crewing services into a bigger ship management company managing various kinds of vessels and also becoming a ship owner eventually down the line. So he is still the managing director of the company and leading the company ahead, and we are all part of the team which is taking the company forward.
कैप्टन जीवन, tell us something about your total vessel size और जो total fleet के बारे में अपने बताइए।
Yes, sir. So we have almost 36 vessels under us. In that, about 5 ships we own, 1 ship we have chartered in, and about 30 odd vessels we are giving the ship management services in various forms as crew management, technical management, catering services, and some vessels, all these services combined together also. With 36 vessels, in these 36 vessels, we have different kinds of vessels where we are giving services. We are giving it in offshore support vessels. We are giving it in harbor crafts. We are giving it in oil tankers. We are giving it in gas tankers. We are one of the very few companies in India who are also with experience managing passenger vessels, and we also manage state-of-the-art complicated research vessels for the government of India also. So our experience spans various kinds of vessels in management and in owning also.
Tell us something about the total number of people जो आपके vessels पे काम कर रहे हैं।
Yes, sir. So we have a pool of about 2,000 seafarers in our database, out of which at any given point of time we have 500 people on board the ship sailing in various kinds of vessels, in our managed and owned vessels and everything. And to support all these activities of the ships and the ship management, ship owning, everything, and all the contract executions, we have about 50 people in the office staff.
Technical terms में आपका ये जो offshore vessel है, जब ये एंकरिंग करता है shallow waters में and then get into the deep waters, तो उसके कुछ technical aspects के बारे में बताइए।
Yes. So offshore vessels are very unique. I mean, most people are very well versed with merchant deep sea ocean going vessels like bulk carriers, tankers, and big container ships and all, which is normally what is visible. But these offshore vessels are very distinctive from the main fleet merchant deep sea ocean going vessels. They are the workhorses for the oil and gas industry, or even the upcoming renewable wind energy industry and all. They are very capable, versatile vessels. They support the entire offshore drilling and exploration activities being conducted in the offshore areas of various countries. These vessels are very highly specialized. They are fitted with dual engines, dual propellers, dual sideways moving thrusters. They are also highly capable in the sense that they are dynamically positioned, which is basically a very advanced software which controls the positioning of the vessel, which is basically required when you are working in very close proximity with offshore oil and gas platforms for delivering of the cargoes to the rigs and platforms and FPSOs and FSOs. They have to maintain the position, what we call a station keeping, maintain the position for long long duration of hours, and without moving from that position, deviating from that position too much. They have to continue delivering bulk cargoes, liquid cargoes, dry bulk cargoes, deck cargoes. All these cargoes have to be given to the installations and take cargoes back from these installations also, without any incidents of contact or any accidents, incidents, and precise position keeping, and then complete these jobs safely offshore and come back to the base, to the port, the nearest port from where supplies are affected, and then replenish these supplies again and go back and supply things again. They carry all kinds of products which are required for drilling operations, from basic food that is required to keep the offshore platforms and rigs running, to all the complicated chemicals and dry bulk cargoes and mud and cement and barite and fuel, fresh water, drill water. All cargoes are carried, even deck cargoes are carried and given to these offshore rigs. This is what keeps so like I said, these are the workhorses for these oil and gas exploration activities.
दोस्तों यहाँ पे आपने देखा कि ये जो ऑफशोर के ये जो शिप है, it is basically nothing but a transport ship which carries everything right from cement to chemicals, और जहाँ पे आपका ऑयल के रिग्स हैं, जहाँ पे ऑयल ड्रिलिंग हो रही है, तो यहीं से सारी चीज ट्रांसपोर्ट होती है, right from human beings to food to everything. That is what the speciality of the offshore vessel is. We are on the navigation deck, तो आपके navigation equipments के बारे में कुछ बताइए.
Yes, sir. This is from where the entire ship is controlled and operated from. To understand this more in detail, I will introduce you to Captain Wilson, the senior most master mariner, and the captain of the ship, and he will explain us all these equipments and the layout here today, sir.
For movement of this vessel, we have two main engine and thrusters. Two thruster we have. Additionally, we are navigating this vessel with this bridge equipment, navigational equipments. We have radar for detecting the other targets. We can see the distance and bearing of the other targets in the vicinity. It is a controlling lever for operating the main engines. We have echo sounder, gyro compass we have. If by the gyro compass we can find the heading of the vessel. This is a communication equipment. We have one more radar. This is also using for the navigation. This is a chart table. By the chart table we can navigate. We can plot the vessel's position. This is our second officer. He is responsible for the navigation. Okay. This is other controls we have, by which we can operate, we can control our vessel's thrusters. And this is a dynamic position system. It's a DP system. It is a DP2 class vessel. It is using for keep the vessel stationary with respect to any external forces like wind or current. By this system, we can hold the vessel in a particular location without any movement.
We are at the top deck of the ship. तो अब यहाँ से हम ये सब डीप वाटर्स देख रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे अब ये शिप के फ्रंट, बैक, साइड्स और ये जो नेविगेशन इक्विपमेंट्स में यहाँ पे देख रहा हूँ, इसके बारे में कुछ बताइए.
Yes, sir. This top deck is called as the monkey island on a ship regularly. It is a location where all the navigational equipment, sensors are all fitted on a ship. For example, if you take a look, this is a radar scanner which is used for navigation purposes of a ship. There are two radars. One scanner will be on top, one will be down here. And these offshore vessels are also, since they are working in the oil and gas platform, they also have the firefighting capabilities, also called as Agni 1 or FIPI 1. So as you see here, this is the firefighting monitor of the vessel, where the firefighting pumps are started from the engine room and the water is sprayed from these nozzles into the fire if there is a fire on any platform or rig. If you come to the aft of the vessel, you can see that this being an offshore vessel which is carrying chemicals in bulk, you will be able to see the lifeboats on either side for lifeboats with water sprays systems, and on each of the lifeboat you can see fast rescue crafts also for emergency rescues from out in the sea, and you can also see some searchlights here, which basically adds to the search and rescue functions of the vessel out in the offshore oil and gas fields. The general information, we call it the forward side of the vessel, the aft side of the vessel, the right side we call the starboard side, and the left side we call it the port side of the vessel.
दोस्तों अभी हम इस शिप के इंजन रूम में हैं, तो चलिए पूछते हैं आरती जी से। आरती जी, ये इंजन रूम फंक्शन कैसे करता है?
So right now we are in the engine control room and we have our chief engineer on board who is going to explain all the equipment to us.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम मनोज कुमार स्वाई, आज चीफ इंजीनियर वर्किंग हियर। ये हमारा इंजन कंट्रोल रूम है। हम लोग यहाँ पे इंजन का पैरामीटर, रिजवन हमारा पैरामीटर यहाँ पे वॉच करते हैं। हमारा यहाँ पे तीनों जनरेटर है जो कि हमारा पावर सप्लाई लोड एंड पावर सप्लाई यहाँ पे दिया जाता है। दोनों जो मेन इंजन है, दोनों मेन इंजन को यहाँ पे कंट्रोलिंग सिस्टम में ये पैनल है।
Captain Jeevan, tell me something. I mean, at ABS Marine Services, how do you explain? I mean, how are you different to your competitors in the market?
Right. So, if you look at the company as a whole, we do various activities: ship management, port services, ship owning, and allied marine services. All these things we do. So if you take as a company as a whole, we may not have a pure play competitor like us. Each sector, if you consider that, we may have competitors in each of the sector. So how we are unique is that we are doing a lot of things under one umbrella and all related to maritime and marine, and that way that positions us as a very unique company. That is how we differentiate.
So how are you looking at the total future of the maritime industry in India?
I think maritime industry is very underrated and underdeveloped in India, given the fact that we have such a vast coastline, and we don't even feature as in the top 10 ship owning nations in the world. So I think in the last 10 years we have seen a great push from this government to increase the infrastructure in various maritime activities, from shipbuilding, ship owning. So I think going forward, we could call this the underdog industry of India, and India is going to develop as a ship owning and shipbuilding nation. So I think we want to be part of the growth story, and we want to be the right place at the right time.
कैप्टन जीवन, ABS Marine Services की ग्रोथ स्टोरी में आप क्या देखते हैं और कैसे देखते हैं?
Sir, going forward, I think we would like to see our ship owning footprint increasing, and we would like to be a larger ship owner in India. There are very few large ship owners in India. It's a very small niche area. We would like to increase the number of ships that we own, and different types of ships also that we would like to increase. Maybe possibly moving on from offshore into main fleet vessels, into bulk sector, or niche tanker sector like chemical tanker sector or anything like that. That would be our focus, and not just diversify, not just stay invested in only one sector in shipping. So have the ship management business going on, increase on the ship owning business, and going forward, one more thing that the world is now moving forward is greener fuels, greener shipping. So that is also reflecting on in the shipping industry. So we want to have sustainable ship owning with greener fuels and the technology coming into the foray. We would like to adopt all these technologies also, and going forward, we would like to become a sustainable ship owning and ship management, but only in the niche sector. We want to be in the ship management sector, not just having too many number of ships under one umbrella.
So, Captain Jeevan, मैं ऐसा analyze करता हूँ कि it's a tremendous growth story for India.
Yes.
There's a tremendous growth story in the maritime industry of India.
Yes.
और मैं ऐसा समझता हूँ कि prospective investor के लिए
Yes.
बड़ा beautiful times हैं
Yes.
आने वाले समय हमारे country
Yes.
के। Captain Jeevan, अपनी कंपनी के परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में कुछ बताइए।
Sir, talking about performance, last year we did about 112 crores of turnover, and we had a EBITDA of 30 crores and a PAT of 9.5 crores. This year, in the 7 months completing October, we have done a turnover of about 61 crores, an EBITDA of 25 crores, and a PAT of about 13.5 crores. And I think going forward also we will be able to maintain the same growth rate of EBITDA and PAT.
जो नंबर्स आज हमारे को कैप्टन जीवन ने बताए, आई वुड टेल यू दीज आर वेरी गुड नंबर्स फॉर एनी कंपनी एंड पर्टिकुलरली फॉर अ कंपनी इनफैक्ट विच इनटू मैरीटाइम सर्विसेज। कभी आईपीओ में जो आप रेस कर रहे हैं टोटल मनी, उसके बारे में बताइए, और उस मनी को आप कैसे स्पेंड करेंगे उसके बारे में बताइए।
Right, sir. So we plan to raise about 90 to 100 crores through this IPO funding.
And maximum expenditure will be towards buying of assets, ships, and some requirement for working capital and some for general corporate purpose.
चलिए नहीं करना, आपको शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ टू होल ऑफ योर टीम. इट वाज अ वंडरफुल एक्सपीरियंस ऑन दिस शिप. थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर योर कमिंग IPO एंड फॉर ऑल योर फ्यूचर.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
दोस्तों, Konexio Corporate Explorer में आज आपने इस कंपनी के बारे में देखा, सुना. तो यहाँ पे आपको मैं बता दूं कि द काइंड ऑफ द जो ग्रोथ स्टोरी इंडिया की है वो बड़ी ट्रिमेंडस है. तो इस प्रोग्राम को सब्सक्राइब करिए, कंटिन्यूअस बेसिस के ऊपर Konexio Corporate Explorer को देखिए और हमें सपोर्ट करिए. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस प्रोग्राम.